For years, gout was an obscure disease that people might have heard of but didn't know much about. This extremely painful disease is a form of arthritis that occurs when uric acid crystallizes and builds up in the joints. Uric acid is naturally found in the bloodstream, but when it reaches high levels, the crystallization process may occur and lead to a gout attack. While this condition was once rare, it now affects almost 4% of the United States population, and that number is only expected to rise. Here are 5 things you might not know but need to know about gout. Number 1. Gout is almost always preventable. The buildup of uric acid crystals that leads to painful gout attacks is nearly always caused by a poor diet. Things like red meat, organ meat, seafood, and alcohol are all high purines, which is a naturally occurring chemical that is transformed into uric acid during the digestion process. When purines accumulate in large amounts in the body, a gout flare-up is possible. Luckily, this means you can usually avoid all that pain by limiting your intake of offending foods. Number 2. Gout used to be a rich person's disease. We've already discussed the fact that a gout-causing diet is decadent, to say the least. And because this condition is so closely associated with rich food, for a large part of human history, only society's wealthiest members could afford to get it. That's why you'll sometimes hear gout referred to as the disease of kings. But despite this moniker, gout is actually on the rise among all people, especially the poor, thanks in part to the easy and cheap access we now have to the foods that cause it. Number 3. Gout attacks almost always start in your big toe. Uric acid crystals have a tendency to settle in joints located in cooler parts of your body, which makes your big toe prime real estate for a gout attack. However, other extremities are also at risk for flare-ups, especially your fingers and elbows. If you notice a gout attack coming on, kick off your shoes, ice your big toe, stay hydrated, and make an appointment with your doctor as soon as possible. Number 4. Gout pain is more severe than you think. You're sorely mistaken if you think that a gout attack isn't a big deal. To get an idea of the pain it causes, imagine the worst stub toe of your life and then multiply that by 100. While it varies from person to person, some patients have said that passing kidney stones in childbirth were less painful than their gout flare-ups. In fact, the site of an attack can warm up so much that it's painfully hot to the touch. If you think that gout is something you can manage with some aspirin and a cold compress, think again. Number 5. Gout treatments aren't that great either. While there are medications you can take to keep your uric acid levels in check and gout attacks at bay, they come with some unpleasant side effects as well. These frequently include digestive issues such as nausea and diarrhea. Since these medications are meant to be taken long-term, these are issues you might have to face frequently. However, these problems still pale in comparison to the painful alternative of gout. Congratulations, you're officially a gout expert now. Be sure to subscribe to the ALOT newsletter for a bi-weekly dose of health news and information. And until next time, here's to your health.